In today's video, I'm going to go over 5 simple, easy exercises that you can do in the comfort of your home to help not only pop those ears, but equalize the pressure. I would say 8 out of 10 times, it's a pressure issue between both ears. You feel a little like out of space. You feel kind of like not really centered in your head. And then you start to feel these sensation sounds, these popping sounds, these clicking sounds, the muffling sounds. It's probably all an issue with pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the most basic, common one, is we're going to do the ear pull down exercise. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our thumbs, our fingers here, and we're going to apply nice and firm pressure on those earlobes, and we're going to hold it there. So hold it there for a few seconds, just like this, and then pull down. And when you pull down, you want to hold it there. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything to you right now. It doesn't seem like there's nothing happening. But as you hold it down this way, you can see I'm just holding it down, applying that pressure. I'm not letting go of the pressure. It's like a good squeeze there, and you hold it down. You won't notice the effects of it until after you let go and maybe a minute or two goes by. So we're holding it down, we're pulling the ear down, we're just gonna hold it there. Usually you're not talking doing this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just, I wanna walk you all through it, and we're just gonna apply that pressure. All right, for purpose of the video, we wanna kind of hold it here for usually about 30 to 40 seconds, but for the video, I'm gonna go ahead and let go, and you should start noticing that your ears are starting to calibrate. They start to calibrate, the pressure starts to kind of get equalized there for you. The body's natural way of getting our body back in check is doing this manually. Sometimes you just kind of have to jump start your body a little bit, but usually the body has a way of kind of calibrating this by itself, but sometimes due to a lot of reasons, it doesn't do that, and we got to go ahead and kind of jump start it. So when you let go, you'll notice that there's a sensation happening here. Your face not only starts to kind of feel like it's loosening it up a little bit, not only that, your vision starts to seem like it's getting better, at least it does for me. And I could feel from when I was holding on to my earlobe, I could feel it kind of lightening up a little bit from when I was applying that pressure. See, the body responds to pressure. That's why there's pressure points all over through the body. But when you hold that pressure on the earlobe, you're kind of tricking that body to get back into calibration. So do that, I would say at least 3 times a day. Really easy to do. You can do it on the way to work, school, in your house, wherever you are. Apply that pressure, pull those ears down. Next one we're gonna do, and this one is pretty simple, is we're going to wiggle our jaw. But the difference is, as we wiggle our jaw, we have to loosen our jaw first. Sometimes you watch videos and they say just wiggle your jaw. They don't really go into detail of why we're doing it and what you probably should do before you start wiggling your jaw. Is what we're gonna do is we wanna shift our jaw into relaxation mode. So when it's like this, that's relaxation mode. You can literally feel the jaw muscles and the joints start to kind of basically they like fold backwards. So you can tell the difference. See, watch this. I just dropped my jaw into relaxation mode. And when you do that, you put your ears in a good perspective. So now we're gonna go ahead, drop into relaxation mode, and wiggle that way. Now it looks silly watching anybody do this. So I definitely want you to make sure that wherever you are, let everybody know. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, right? So get into relaxation mode, wiggle the jaw. Now, I don't know about you, but I can feel like I'm not dealing with a lot of clogging right now in my ears, but I can definitely feel like there's something happening in here. So if I was in a bad position right now, I would definitely notice that there's something going on in here. I'm starting to get the blood moving around in there. So again, drop your jaw, get into like relax mode, wiggle it from that position. Got it. Good. Okay, the next exercise is called the Toynbee Maneuver. Now, some of you have probably heard of this maneuver before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bottle of water. And I'm gonna get a glass here. What I usually do is I put it in a cup, because just to minimize any pressure that's regulated from the bottle, I go ahead and pour that there. You don't need much at all. And then what we're gonna do is very simple, very effective, is we're gonna sip the water. And when we sip the water, you don't swallow it yet. Sip the water, hold it in your mouth, pinch your nose, and the reason why I'm telling you now is because I won't be able to tell you all of this when I do the exercise. So sip your water, pinch your nose, and then let it flow down as you swallow, okay? So let's do that. Now, what I do is when I sip the water, I hold it as I pinch my nose. I kind of hold the water there for just a little bit, so probably about a half a second to a second, and then I kind of do a gradual swallow down. So I'll explain. I'll show you again. Here we go. So when I do that, I engage my throat muscles a little bit more than I would normally if I'm drinking water. Usually it's just like letting the water flow down and drink it like comfortably. But because I'm trying to strategize this ear opening mechanism, I kind of engage my throat muscles a little bit more, just because if you do that, the pressure as you start to swallow, that mechanism pushes out a little bit more pressure to their ear. So like as you start to swallow the water down, engage your throat muscles, it opens those ears just a little bit. So that's a little trick that you might not hear anywhere else, but it has helped tremendously. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And this one is very effective as well. So what we're going to do in this next exercise here is we're going to massage something called the auricular. So the auricular area of the ear is the area that's exposed and it's open. So see, you can see all the area here is called the auricular, but we're going to locate something just on the top of the ear. It's a little bit different. It's called the helix. So right here at the top of the outer skirts at the top of the ear, we're going to, and this is what you may have not seen, we're going to grab on the helix right here at the top, the little flap of the ear. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull up this time. We're going to pull up, we're going to let go, going to pull up, we're going to let go, and then we're going to start massaging the outer portion of the auricular of the ear, and we're just focusing on the point of the ear right here, okay? Because why is because there's lots of nerves, there's lots of tissue that run along here, and when you pull up here on the ears, you start to pull up, you'll start to pull up on the area that sits right here inside the ear, because remember, the eustachian tube is probably out of position, and not only that, the pressure is obviously not equalized at all. So what we're doing by doing this mechanism, we're putting that, not only we're taking care of the positioning of the eustachian tube, because that's going to help with drainage, that's going to help with pressure reducing. And so we're just going to start pulling up and massaging the tip of the ear right here. There's sensations that go on in that ear neurologically that trigger certain parts of the body to respond. And if you just massage the tip of that ear, you'll start noticing that you'll find a little bit of a sensation inside of the ear right here, just behind the earlobe here. You'll start to notice, well, whoa, wait a minute, I'm getting a little drainage there, just massaging the top of the ear. Now, it's very effective. I usually do this when I'm really, really bad. Thankfully, I've been okay for quite some time now, so I don't have to do it as often. But if you're in this position where you're just like, oh, something's going on in both ears, massage the tip of that ear, and as you're doing it, also give yourself a few of these little tugs here, and you'll notice some really miraculous changes. Okay, and the last and final exercise is something you probably may or may not have seen. We're going to do something called cupping. It's like we're going to use our hands, we're going to cup over our ear, giving like earmuff illusion. So we're going to cup our ear, and in the back, you want to interlace your fingers a little bit. So you want to go ahead and cup it. Now I can't, obviously I sound like I'm underwater, and you want to just keep doing this. Literally cup your ear like a plunger over your ear pretty much. And keep doing this. Just keep doing that. I would say do a lot of these. I would say do at least a minute's worth of these, but I won't bore you by doing that entire minute right now. I'm just showing you. So you're just cupping, 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 let go, cupping, let go, cupping, let go. Wow, like I felt a lot going on right there. Like I felt like I was literally plunging. It's funny, it's no different than a toilet that's clogged. Your ear is similar in an effect. When you start to create that plunger, that cupping plunger, and you just keep adding that pressure, you realize that it will work pretty instantly. Like I feel like I was already good before. Now I'm really good right now. I can feel the blood moving around in my ear. I feel like my sinuses are a lot more open. You'll find that if you take care of the ear, which some of you, it's not like there's an issue with you not taking care of it. But if you really put a focus on the ear area, you'll start to see that a lot of other areas of the facial region start to benefit from the fact that your ears are now open and the blood is flowing. It'll start to help with the flow around the eyes, the auricle area. It'll start helping with the jaw. It'll start helping with the neck. Oh, my neck's loose now. All of these things tie together. So do these exercises, these very simple tricks. Do them consistently. I won't beat you enough with saying that. I'm sorry, but I say that every video. Consistency is the key. If you do these for a day and then don't do it again for 8 days, then you basically won't see many results. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please take time to subscribe to the channel. I try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I want to step out of the Jaye Wellness Studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we're here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next video.